Hi, good evening, everybody. Welcome to this particular live today. So, my name is Parveen Smith, if you've never heard of me, and this is something unique tonight I'm going to do with you. So, we are Soul to Soul Wellbeing, and we help people to be healthy, happy, healthy, living a happy, healthy life. Does it sound great? Happy, healthy, happy, healthy, happy, living healthy, happy life. You know what? Because that is exactly what we want to give across to people who want to tune into us. We are all about happiness, we're all about health, and we're all about getting the best out of life while we can. The reason why I'm here today is to share this with you because, life can be difficult. We know that health happens. We know that people are struggling in life, and we know that we can make you healthier and happier. How? Because we have something that works for us, and we know what works for us is that healing. Healing is absolutely a journey. It's a journey into well-being. Now, it's it's not a quick fix for everybody. I can share that with you with my own disabilities, and I had to go through a healing journey. Healing is not woo-woo, by the way. Healing is here to support humanity. Healing is here to help you. Healing is all about growth. Healing is about what can I get right in my body, my mind, my soul, and how can I do this? And sometimes it may seem a long shot. Sometimes it may seem, actually, I'm doing it easily. Now, everybody's on a journey and no one's here to judge you. But listen, when we talk about the word healing, it is not woo woo, it's all about health. Healing, the word healing, look at it, health. Heal, health. Health is all about you. And if we can get you feeling healed or having healing or health, isn't that amazing? So I have been through a journey myself, if this is the first time you're tuning in, and I had two disabilities and I didn't know how I was going to get out of them. I lost 7 years of my life, and 7 years is a very long time, actually, ladies and gentlemen. I can share that with you. And I have just come back from a funeral yesterday, and it was somebody who helped us in our lifetime to give us a little bit of joy, health, and happiness. Be healthy and happy, healthy and happy, 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 happy. And that was my uncle. Now, what happens here is we start to appreciate life the more we are growing, the more we are on a journey. And it's really important that we look at that we all have to go through something in life to get to where we are meant to be at. And we may have trials and tribulations, health problems, disabilities, and so forth. And during that time, we may not always know what and why, but we will need help. We may know how to do it ourselves, but sometimes we don't know how to do it ourselves. Well, we need to make our whole body whole again. And we've got to look at that balance because that balance doesn't come easily. It's about looking at how can we heal. And heal is not a word that is woo-woo. It's because when we have a wound or a cut, and we have that wound or a cut, we know that that wound or a cut needs to knit back together or heal. And that's all this is. So when we look at the word healing, people think it's woo-woo, but it's not. It's something that our body has to fix and go through wherever our health condition is or an illness is. So what I want to share with you today is healing is good. Health is good. And I know for a fact that I went through so many health problems in my lifetime through trauma, through trials and tribulations, and my body was going haywire, and my emotional states and distresses were everywhere. That what could I do but to find a solution? When that solution came, we worked with it. So it's been a very long day, in fact, actually, ladies and gents, I'm going to say, but it is an interesting one because I usually start off my day with AOT, which allows my body to heal and reset so that I can continue to do my long day's work. If I didn't have that, I can tell you now, I would have finished by 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I would not have carried on until 8:30 and beyond. Now, healing is important because that AOT is a modality or a blueprint or a formula or the golden key that keeps me healthy and well. And when I use it on myself, guess what happens? I have more energy, have more clarity, have more focus, I get things done. And sometimes people wonder, Parveen, how do you get things done? And my journey is so fast forward. It's because I am on a mission. My mission is not to sit still. My mission is to speak globally, which I have been doing for a while, speak on platforms, which I've been doing for a while, and teach AOT, which I've been doing for a while. I've been teaching for a long, long, long time. In fact, if I look at my time frame, it's probably easily coming up to 25 years. 25 years is something I feel is a long time. I probably could have got 3 or 4 degrees in that time, as in university. And it's one of these things where you start thinking, wow, it's taken me a long time in my work to do this here and today. So I am from the Indian background, but born here in Britain. And of course, you can tell my accent is really quite British, so I get told quite regularly. And my cultural background is Indian, and my grandma was Malaysian. And I've still got relatives living out there. And do you know what? The Far East, the east we go, it seems to be people love spirituality, health, and healing more. But when we are in the Western part of the world, it seems to be a little bit like wishy washy for people to try and grab and grasp to understand what healing really is. And I can share with you that I have been on this journey for a long time, sitting in temples like I was yesterday. And yesterday was different because we were mourning my uncle, and it was just bringing memories back from childhood, the time that we had, be it brief, be it great, be it that they nurtured us, be it that they gave us things that we didn't have. But that was all. That was bringing back memories, and it was a nice memory. But I was also thinking, I'm so grateful for these memories. So I was feeling in that space that it's a healing space. It's fine. We may see healing and health in different capacities as we go on this journey. And healing is absolutely a journey, it's not a destination. We have to look at this because you know what? I've been talking about this for 20 years now, and the mind and the body and the soul are absolutely interconnected. I'm talking about the mind, the body, and I'm going to go here to the soul, is all interconnected. We cannot separate these. I've been talking about this in public for a very long time, hence why I'd like to share this with you today. So, really, all of these things have to be grasped together. We cannot segregate them. You can't just focus on one thing and forget the other because actually, magically, miraculously, whichever word you want to use, it all falls into place at the right space and they're all intentional. And it's with attention that we know that we can feed other parts of our body system with these 3 elements, these 3 main aspects that makes an absolute human being. Every single human being, be it Martin Luther King, yes, be it the Queen of England, be it whoever, Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, listen, they all had 3 things: the mind, body, and soul. So you have the mind, body, and soul too, but we cannot neglect that. And this is my topic today. So, shall we break it down a little bit? That the mind, this is where everything starts up here. We think that the mind starts everything because it comes through our thoughts and our belief systems. And someone may say, well, you know what? I don't believe a thing that Parveen's saying on this YouTube right now. But then you might have somebody else going, actually, you know what? I believe what Parveen's saying right now here on the YouTube channel because I believe that this is the mindset that we have our thoughts and our beliefs that create something in us, and then it shapes our reality. And it's true, and it does. Now, if you are stuck in a space, I'm going to share this with you. You are absolutely, totally in a space that is not of light And it's absolutely, maybe I can say, a different thought form, a different thought pattern. There may be a negative thought pattern, and it may well be that you're trying to go from going places, but actually you're not going anywhere. You're actually stuck. And it may well feel like you're revving along thinking, I'm on this journey, but actually, guess what? It's just like a car, you're sitting in it, the handbrake is on, and you're not going anywhere far. Okay, so just an explanation I want to give you, that if you want to journey along, we've got to look at all three intrinsic things of the mind, body, and soul. It's all together. We shouldn't separate it, and actually, we cannot separate it. Otherwise, you would not be here. So, as somebody who's been doing this work for 20 plus years, I'm going to share with you. I'm a transformative leader. I've been helping people for 20 years worldwide, and I have received 10 global awardees for the wellness programs, my leadership qualities, and have tried to shape and try to help to shape the world around us. Feeding hungry people around the world. My humanitarian heart is that we shouldn't see people suffer. But then there is also another element to that too, that, sometimes people may want to ask to be in a certain space to be helped. And my job is to say, are you ready? Are you ready for me to help you? Are you ready for me to help you to transform? Because if you are, I'm here. And so are all our practitioners I have trained. This is not by any accident that you are listening to us here tonight at this time frame, wherever you may be. So really, it's all about letting go of the handbrake, letting your journey go forwards without thinking that, oh my God, this isn't real. Because when you become sick, you will try everything, I'm sure, possible to try and get yourself healthy and well. So healing is all about health. Health. That's what it's about. And by receiving the right people to give you that health benefit, we do this, my practitioners do this, and it's about receiving that for a positive influence into your body system so that it may create change. And we're looking at creating change on a mental, emotional, and physical level, and the environment that you are in so that you may survive and thrive. Then there's the body. So we talked about the mind. This is the body. So the body is solid, isn't it, in some sense? But it has blood flowing through it, oxygen, fluid, and your vessel is this. This is your vessel. This is everything. This is your foundation of why you are sitting or standing or doing what you do. Taking care of every part of you is what I would say is important. And the physical acts you take every day is because the physical body is responding to the mind, the body, and the soul. And we have to look at this as a respectful thing, that the body does the action. We move, the body makes us moves. And we're looking at how you're creating the energy, as I talk about on many channels, that every time we move in motion, it affects our mood. And then when it affects our mood, we are then changing how we feel. We're creating the energy, we're burning calories, we go out, we're happy with friends and families, and we are living. We are actually living rather than trying to survive. I hope that makes sense. And next, I wanted to share with you here is that when we boost our energy, we eat the right foods, exercise, everything goes hand in hand. We have the tools to accelerate ourselves, to heal and to grow. Remember, if you don't know how to heal, I do teach this. This is for entrepreneurs, it's for coaches, it's for people who are interested. We will take you on that journey. And when I talk about this, a lot of people think that, oh, yes, I'll do it later. But the more you leave it later, the more your body deteriorates. When you have a tool of the healing and the modalities that we teach, the formula that we have, you've got it for life. And guess what? You reset your body within 10 minutes, off you go, and you get on with your work. And that's the power of this. It's not something that you think is a luxury, because Healing is not a luxury. It's actually a needed component for your body system to survive. And then we're looking at sleep. So when your body is going through something, every day we get tired, wouldn't you agree? And when we get tired, we look at, I want to rest. But rest is something we take for granted in some sense in the world that we live in because it's so fast paced. So if I can share with you here that getting enough sleep is important. Sometimes people say they have 5 hours sleep, 6 hours sleep, 7 or 8. I would say between 6 and 8 hours is pretty good. And you are rejuvenating your body system to work and function. And sleep is actually non negotiable. Sleep is a necessity, something that we need, something that the body has to repair itself to get on to process the next part of the day or the part of the day that's already gone. So I hope that makes sense as well. So the next thing I wanted to talk to you about is the soul. You see, can you see this? Can you see the value of what I'm sharing with you here? That the body system actually needs healing. And it's just not every once in a blue moon. No, it doesn't work like that. Your body system needs healing actually every day. And that's why we give you the AOT formula so that you can reset your body and work and be in the world, right? And accomplish what you are here to do. Imagine being given that tool for the rest of your life. You see behind me over this way, or this way, you have got Goddess Lakshmi. See, this is the Indian culture as well, more in the Hindu as well, Hinduism. But Goddess Lakshmi is here. She sits on this lotus flower and she has this urn, and it's all about pouring out abundance to you. Now, if you do not get enough sleep and rest and enough health, you can't have the abundance. We all need abundance of energy, health, rejuvenation for the mind, body, and soul. So this is my particular topic for today, and I hope you're enjoying this. So when we look further into the soul, and I'll keep it simple because I don't like to make anything complicated, it's the deeper connection of you to yourself. That's it. It's you to yourself. The other part of this, when we look a little bit out of that, is about how we are connecting with people we know, of the people we have, friends around us. It's the other souls we have around us, and that's a greater connection. But then there's something even bigger than that. The connection, if you're really into this, the universe, what's out there. You know what? When I was dying 20 years ago, and I said, I do not want to die, my mission is not complete yet, it's because of this. So I could share this message with you because I didn't want to die. I wanted to live, but my body was so poor. My body was so ill. And I was paralyzed in between that period of time where I couldn't even move my fingers. So if I can share this with you, that it's so important to look after every part of us, a mind, body, and soul. And the soul is something beautiful when we connect with other souls, but also I know there's something greater than my soul, and it's out there. It's all around me, and I'm grateful and I'm thankful. So it's about finding what you feel gives you hope, what gives you light, what makes you think there's a purpose here. I know what my purpose is. And usually every week I ask you a question. Maybe this is a question to ask you. What is your purpose? What is your purpose here? What brings you joy? What is it that you may believe in or may not believe in? And it's okay if you're here for the first time and you're thinking, oh my goodness me, I don't believe the thing she's saying, but I'm listening to her. That's okay. Because for some people, they love faith and spirituality or their religion, but this is not even about religion right now. This is about us, human beings with a mind, body, and soul. That's what this is about. So it's about, what do you want to create in your life? What do you think relationships are to you, the people around you, how much do they matter to you? They will matter to you if you're well. And even if you're not well, actually, they still will matter to you, actually. But we are looking at how you can nurture yourself, be creative, build the relationships, and also be in nature and connect with all of that. But I also know some people who don't want to be in that type of a space. I know people who just like being outdoors, and they say that is their faith, that is their hope, that is their purpose, that is their nature, that is their creativity, that is their connection, and that is absolutely fine too. But it's whatever you feel, but you've got to nurture you. You've got to nurture this inside, which is your soul, which connects to your body, which connects to your mind. And with the more we nourish this, I feel the more chances we have to everything that's outside, that's radiating beyond us. And that's why I wanted to talk to you about today that, yes, the soul and healing is not woo woo, it's real. So let's give you something to think about before I leave here today. I always talk about balance, and balance is the key. You know, you can't pour into an empty cup and think that you're going to be okay. If you are the cup, you've got to keep your cup filled up. You, you have to give it nurturing. You have to give it the best you can do to survive, but not just to survive, actually, ladies and gents. It's to thrive. It's to bring the goodness into you. Because when you bring the goodness into you, guess what happens? I would say the world is your oyster. This is what I believe in. I know what worked for me 20 years ago when I was so unwell. And this is why I talk about there's not just the body for the people who are logic minded, it's not just the mind for the people who are logic minded. It's actually there is a soul attached to the body and mind. And logic minded people, I bring you here. Please come and listen because this is about you. You are human. You have all three elements of the mind, body, and soul. You have all three aspects of the mind, body, and soul. And you are each part of the mind, body, and soul. And guess what? That is the balance. It's a key to success. So don't pour into an empty vessel. Pour into something great, which is the balanced amount of sleep, because sleep is non-negotiable. Food, we can overeat or we can undereat. Okay, so let's keep the balance with that as well. But emotionally, we have to be around the right people to keep us uplifted and keep us nurtured as well. But the biggest thing is we rely on ourselves first. Okay. And mentally, if you're not happy about something, tell somebody about it. Keep the balance going because the most important person in the world it's not that person over there. It's not that person over there. And it's definitely not that person over there. And it's definitely not that person over there. It's the person that is here. And the person is you. So keep the balance here. Let's take the small steps. Okay, so I've already asked you some questions here. I wanted to ask you the next thing. Let's keep the balance here. Let's pour into this human being. Healing is not woo woo. Health is not woo woo. Health is real. Mind, body, and soul are all real. And if you want to delve into things deeper with me, please connect with me. Have your 15 minutes free courtesy call with me, and let's see how I can support you. Because what I'm talking to you about is trust me, I've been there. I've had 2 near death experiences and I'm alive today. I am here to fulfill my mission. I'm here to show people it's not just this, it's this, this, and this. Okay. And it's about remembering that if we take actions towards us, there's a greater thing that's coming towards us. If we align our mind and body and soul, remember it's about us. So we can help our family members and our friends. Also, if I can share with you, that healing goes on and on and on and on and on. It's one of these things that really we don't stop. It's something that is part of the journey. Remember, it's not a destination. Healing is a journey that we are on, and we are on it. I have been healing my body system for 2 decades. Can you imagine waking up every day and thinking, I want to be healthy and well? And sometimes you have a bad day and you think, oh my gosh, I can't be bothered to do this formula on my body for 10 minutes. Oh my goodness. Guess what? I've done this for nearly 2 decades. 2 decades this year. I have been using a formula on my body for 2 decades, every day, 10 minutes a day minimum. And look at me today. I love who I am. There's nothing fake about me. I don't do fillers. I don't do any of that extra makeup stuff and all that stuff. And nothing. I'm 55 years old and I'm proud. I'm proud to say that because I don't feel 55. You know why? Because I nurtured my mind, I nurtured my body in the end, and I nurtured my soul. And all these three intrinsic parts are me, just like they are you. So do not neglect this, ladies and gentlemen, because I know where I was 20 years ago. I'm so lucky and I'm so privileged to be alive today to share this information with you. That wasn't the thing that I thought I'd ever see 20 years ago when my daughter had to get an ambulance for me. You see, I'm so happy and grateful that I've lived an extra 20 years to share this information worldwide with people over the 2 decades. So remembering healing is not a woo-woo thing to say. It's all about health. It's all about the mind. It's all about the body. And it's all about what's here inside of you. If you want to achieve great things, we've got to go further. In fact, we should be doing this. And if you don't know how to do self-healing, I will teach you with my formula how you can reset your body within 10 minutes and have greatest things in the palms of your hand, literally. And you can then work with this formula and you will magnetize opportunities and you won't even know how you're doing it because you don't need to. Because I'm the only person in the world, by the way, who has AOT formula. I'm the only person in the world, I will say it again, who has AOT formula. And guess what? If you would like to train in this, I would like you to send me a message. My name is Parveen Smith. You can find me on soul2soulwellbeing.com. You can send me a message on soul2soulwellbeing@outlook.com. And you can find me on social medias. You can send me a message and I will respond to you as soon as I can see it. And listen, rather than having setbacks regularly, wouldn't you like to have the formula? I know I don't like setbacks. I don't want setbacks in my life anymore. I'm privileged to be where I am right now, helping and supporting humanity. So I don't want setbacks. So what do? I reset my body 10 minutes a day with AOT, then off I go. Because I remember consciously, health is not a privilege. It isn't. It's something you have to maintain. And maintaining it is the most important thing if you want to have a healthy, long life. And listen, I know so many people who are sick with cancer, different diseases, and it's all about saying, yes, help me. And actually, it's all about, yes, do this for you and your family. Wow, it's been a long day, ladies and gentlemen. I was at a funeral just yesterday for my uncle, and I didn't finish. I started at 5:55 a.m. and finished at midnight last night. And I got up this morning, and here I am after using the formula on myself, and I'm raring to go. Numerous things I've done today. I'm privileged and happy and well. And I know that the world is my oyster right now, and I can achieve anything I want to achieve. And the reason why I'm achieving all the things I'm achieving is because thanks to AOT. It's the most miracle formula I've ever known in my life. And I've tried so many other things. I'm going to share this with you. I've trained in so many other things too. I'm going to share this with you. But there's nothing like AOT. So if I can give you anything to finish off with tonight, this is, what matters to you the most? A question. What matters to you the most? It's your journey. And if you have AOT, this will give you longevity. It's a miracle in its own right, and I'm the living proof of that, but it will help you on a long life journey. Let's keep illness at bay. Let's have a thriving life. Let's be here for our family. Let's be here for our friends, and let's help our communities. And if you feel this is for you, just take the step. Contact me. Allow me to train you. I'm the only person in the world with this formula. Let me share it with you because I always say it's a little bit selfish for me to keep it to myself. Wouldn't you agree? And I want to give it to you so that I give you long, healthy life, so you can help your family members, so that you can help them thrive and you thrive and the outside world thrives. And then when you've got this, let me tell you, you have got this. I am Parveen Smith. I'm a transformative leader worldwide. I'm a global speaker, 10 times global awardee, appeared in Microsoft Magazine and other magazines worldwide, appeared on television in America, PBS, Recipe for Wellness, ITV, BBC, and I'm also a guest at House of Parliament as and when I'm invited. If you want to work with me, I'm more than happy to work with you. Some things to think about. Please go to the replay. Please like and share. Please subscribe. Please tell your family and friends. I'm here to support humanity, you, your work, your career, your family. Thank you so much. My name is Parveen Smith from Soul to Soul Wellbeing, and I will now leave you. Good night.